Chapter 1. Eradicating All Disaster. A man by the name of Sheng-yen was a chief engineer on a deep-sea fishing ship. When he was in Hong Kong, a friend invited him to consult a very famous fortune-teller who was skilled in the art of Chinese divination, known as Ban Shen Shu. This form of Chinese divination requires the information of one's birth date and time, right down to the exact minute of birth. If the information is accurate, the divination will reveal the most accurate details of one's life. Sheng-yen felt that this art of divination, which was first revealed by Shao Kongji in ancient China, was indeed remarkably accurate. The fortune-teller revealed Sheng-yen's destiny. He stated that his father was born in the year of the dragon and his mother was born in the year of the monkey. The information was correct. He also mentioned that Sheng-yen had 3 elder brothers and 1 younger sister. This was also correct. The fortune-teller revealed that Sheng-yen's mother passed away when he was 10 years old. This astonished Sheng-yen because what he said was indeed true. His mother died of a certain illness when he was only 10. The fortune-teller proceeded to describe Sheng-yen's destiny. Sheng-yen's livelihood was connected with water. Sheng-yen worked on a deep-sea fishing ship. When he turned 30, he met a friend by the last name Xie and lost his money. At age 30, a friend with the last name Xie borrowed 700,000 Taiwanese dollars and then disappeared. The divination also revealed that Sheng-yen had a girlfriend with the last name Zhang and disclosed exactly how much he earned per month. This was most astonishing to Sheng-yen, leaving him dumbfounded. Finally, when the fortune-teller came to Sheng-yen's lifespan, he fell silent. Sheng-yen was eager to know how long he was going to live. "It is best that you do not know," replied the fortune-teller. "Whether my life will be long or short is not important. I can handle it," Sheng-yen said. The fortune-teller insisted on keeping quiet about his time left on Earth. Sheng-yen exploded and said, "Look, I told you I can take it. People live and die. Whether life is long or short, so be it. Having a long life may not be a good thing. I want to find out how long I'm going to live. If you don't tell me, I'm not going to leave." The fortune-teller was in a very difficult position, as Sheng-yen demanded to know. Finally, the fortune-teller picked up one of the books on divination, flipped to the respective page, and showed Sheng-yen what was written on it. The respective sentence stated, "You will die at age 37. 37! 37! Sheng-yen was shocked to learn of his lifespan. Damn! Sheng-yen was 35, and that meant another 2 years before he left the world for good. Judging from the accuracy of this fortune-teller, it seemed that his life would surely come to an end at that age. Sheng-yen claimed that he did not mind, but his heart was pounding. Sheng-yen asked, "Is there a way to change it?" "Everything is destined by divine will. You can change your destiny through gathering good merits. I can't help you." "Doing good deeds?" "Yes. Just like Liao Fan's 4 essays on karma," Sheng-yen said. "He has read that book." "Pretty much," said the fortune-teller. "But are 2 years enough time to change my destiny?" asked a worried Sheng-yen. The fortune-teller smiled and refused to comment. "Is there someone on Earth who can help change my destiny?" The fortune-teller said, "To my knowledge, this form of divination is extremely accurate. I am aware that one can change his destiny, but this is rarely possible. There is one person you can talk to and see if he can help you." "Which person?" "Living Buddha Lian-sheng, Sheng-yen Lu. Can he really change my destiny? Why not give it a try?" When Sheng-yen came to me, he did not mention his consultation with the fortune-teller in Hong Kong. He only forwarded a note stating that he wanted to know how long he had to live. I said to him, "I never do readings to determine the length of one's life." "Why not? Isn't it possible that we can find out about our marriage, our wealth, our children, and our state of prosperity?" "Well, you're right in a way. But if I determine your lifespan and it turns out to be a short life, you'll become frightened. To avoid unnecessary complications, I avoid going into it." "Can you make an exception?" Sheng-yen requested. "No," I replied. "All right, any age is a 2-digit number. How about you just tell me the last digit of the age and not the first digit? Is that okay?" I gave it some thought and felt that it was fair enough. The last digit would not give away the length of a person's lifespan and was thus meaningless. However, I was unclear why Sheng-yen requested to know the last digit of his age of death. I consulted the divination and wrote down the number 7. Sheng-yen looked at the number and said, 7. That's precisely the number. Sheng-yen then revealed he had consulted a fortune teller in Hong Kong who had told him that he would live to the age of 37. He wanted to know how he could reverse this situation and if I could change his fate. I told him I can give it a try. I went into deep meditation. In my meditation, I saw a figure of Guanyin Bodhisattva dressed in a white robe, carrying a vial of elixir and a stalk of willow leaves in her hands. She appeared noble and at ease with herself. The Bodhisattva told me, all you have to do is to tell Sheng-yen to chant the mantra of the white-robed Guanyin Bodhisattva 20 times per day, and I will protect him. You don't have to teach him how to recite it, because he already knows how. I came out of my meditation and said to Sheng-yen, you know how to chant a mantra. Nonsense, Sheng-yen denied. But the Bodhisattva says you do. The Bodhisattva must be joking. I have never chanted any mantra in my entire life. The white-robed Guanyin told me that you know how to chant her mantra. Ah! Sheng-yen was taken aback. He then related this story to me. About 10 years ago, Sheng-yen's aunt passed away. Before she died, she gave him a painting of a portrait of the white-robed Guanyin. The mantra of this bodhisattva was written alongside the painting. His aunt had meticulously taught Sheng-yen every word of this mantra. He had indeed chanted this mantra, and his pronunciation of it was very accurate. His aunt told him that the painting with the mantra has been kept and worshipped over a long period of time. The mantra was to be recited over the course of one's lifetime and could not be neglected. According to his aunt, the mantra was very powerful. Sheng-yen kept this painting properly and recited the mantra of the white-robed Guanyin for a short period. After his aunt passed away, he put the painting away and never brought it out. He had since stopped chanting the mantra. I told Sheng-yen, hang up the painting of the bodhisattva immediately. Yes, Sheng-yen answered. Recite this mantra of the white-robed Guanyin 20 times a day. Yes. Do you want me to teach you how to recite it? There's no need. I still remember how to chant this mantra. Surprisingly, Sheng-yen was able to write down this mantra. The mantra of the white-robed Guanyin. Namo the all-compassionate and all-merciful Guanyin Bodhisattva Mahasattva 3 times. Namo Buddha Ye. Namo Dharma Ye. Namo Sangha Ye. Namo Guanyin Bodhisattva, the great compassionate one.
Tanjito Om Kyarafato 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 Nakyafato Nakyafato Sohat.
Summon the gods in the heavens, summon the gods on earth, deliver us from all disasters, remove us from all evils, reduce all disasters to nothingness. Namo Maha Prajna Paramita. When Sheng-yen returned home, he hung his painting of the Bodhisattva on the wall and worshipped it with much reverence. In preparation for his daily chanting, he would clean his hands, light incense, and prostrate before the image of the Bodhisattva before chanting the mantra. After completing his chanting, he would recite the dedication verse. May karmic hindrances and defilements be removed. May wisdom and true realization be attained. May all transgressions be eradicated completely. May I follow the path of a bodhisattva life after life. Sheng-yen added, Guanyin Bodhisattva, please protect me when I am in danger and grant me longevity. At home, he could keep to the routine of his practice, but Sheng-yen was, after all, a traveling chief engineer with his deep-sea fishing ship. He spent most of his time away from home. Nonetheless, he taped a photo of the white-robed Guanyin at a corner of his cabin on board his ship. He did not stop his daily practice. His friends sneered at him and thought he was superstitious, crazy, and had lost his mind, but Sheng-yen ignored them. Besides chanting the mantra, Sheng-yen committed himself to doing charity work whenever possible. When he was 37, Sheng-yen's fishing ship anchored at Hawaii before sailing to Guam the following day. That very night, Sheng-yen had a bad stomachache and was in great pain. After being rushed to the emergency room in the hospital, he was diagnosed with acute appendicitis and needed an operation right away. Under these circumstances, Sheng-yen had to stay behind at the Hawaiian hospital. However, the ship was scheduled to leave for Guam and could not wait for him. Thus, the ship sailed on without Sheng-yen and arranged to meet with him again after his surgery. Sadly, the ship sank on its journey to Guam when it encountered a heavy storm. None of the crew survived the tragedy. The ship and crew sank without a trace. Despite rescue attempts from the shipping company to search the area with helicopters and other rescue ships, they could not locate the missing crew. It was as if they had all vanished into thin air. Because his acute appendicitis required him to stay behind in Hawaii for surgery, Sheng-yen became the sole survivor of this tragedy. Sheng-yen later returned to Hong Kong and met up with the fortune teller. He told the fortune teller, "Your divination was not accurate." The fortune teller was astonished and exclaimed, "What happened?" "I chanted the mantra of the white-robed Guanyin. That's all." The fortune teller marveled and said, "The mantra has such miraculous power. It is indeed rare. I would like to chant it too." Since then, Sheng-yen has developed a deep faith in the white-robed Guanyin and knew that the compassionate bodhisattva would certainly answer the cries of all. He knew he must trust the bodhisattva completely and be sincere. Only then could a miracle be evoked. Sheng-yen later took refuge in true Buddhist school. I taught Sheng-yen how to practice the 4 preliminary practices and the Guru Yoga. Eventually, he regarded the white-robed Guanyin as his personal deity during his cultivation. Sheng-yen felt sorry for the shipmates and crew who had perished in the ocean. He decided to chant the mantra of the white-robed Guanyin 102,000 times. He would then dedicate the merits of the mantra chanting to their spirits. After the dedication of merits, Sheng-yen had a dream. He dreamed of sailing in the ocean and his ship being surrounded by about 50 white birds. The circling birds seemed to come to say thank you to Sheng-yen, and one by one, they each flew away. When he woke up from his dream, he realized that the spirits of his friends had all been liberated by the white-robed Guanyin and had left the sea of suffering. Thus, from dusk to dawn, he chants diligently. The white-robed Guanyin enters his dream frequently. The shipmates of the boat have been delivered, bonded by a great affinity of old friendship.